All right, so lately I've been trying to do some consolidating, reorganizing, sorting of sports cards, stuff I've just accumulated for years, either from buying boxes or collectible card clubs or what have you. And anyway, so I spent some time doing that, and I pulled out, I guess, all the major stars from all these different things that I have, and I've sleeved them up. It's multi-sport, mostly, actually no hockey, I don't think. So baseball, football, and basketball. And you can take a look at some of these here. So I'm just gonna do this and put them aside. If perhaps my son gets back into this collecting cards, then well, he's gonna have a nice instant collection here. I mean, nothing is really high dollar. It's just a good variety of old and new. Again, nothing but stars. And maybe a few fan favorites thrown in there. So this is just the start of things. I might make a few more videos after this. Kind of flip through these things really quick. And if I guess if my son doesn't give a shit about this stuff, then maybe I would tag sale. I am going to tag sale or attempt to tag sale a lot of like just crap. I have like 500 count boxes of football cards from the early 90s, late 80s. Really just commons, but they're all mint. 500, 800 count boxes. And then I have some sets that I've pilfered the stars from, 85 Fleer, 85 Donruss. But, I'll let them go like dirt cheap. I had really good success doing this at a tag sale 2 years ago. Last year, not so much. But I'm hoping that when we do it again in June this year or next year, it'll be a good. I'll have good results. We intend to advertise on Facebook Marketplace. This is one of those insert cards. But you're looking through here. I mean, what a great mix of. There's Manny Ramirez, Classic 4 Sport, John Smoltz. Great mix of cards here for sure. 3 different sports. Let me get some out of this box here. All right, little pause action to tighten up this video a little bit. So here's the next stack. This is a refractor, Chen-Ming Wang, and he was a great pitcher for them for a couple of years anyway. Some little vein of 70s cards here. It's a Caleb Williams die cut, looks like. If you were to put these in like one of those, some of these are probably like dollar cards or $2 cards, 50-cent cards, 25-cent cards. This is really beat up Steve Garvey, rookie, or not a rookie, but 76 tops, not a rookie card. Some Mickey Mantle. Some insert cards here. A nice Don Mattingly. Warren Moon. Jose Reyes. Those here. I also have it in mind to, and I've mentioned this before, to sell not an insignificant portion of my graded cards. Nothing at the top. Really just a bunch of stuff, near the bottom. And I'm talking like, cards ranging from like $25 to say $200 or so. And I've got quite a bit of those. And if I can do that, then what would I do with the money? You know, maybe put it into a big card. I mean, I conservatively have about $20,000 of cards at the bottom of my thing that I could probably get rid of. So accomplish two things: consolidate and to reduce the bulk. And thankfully, I think the this is Phil Hughes. More than one. That's a really thick card. Thankfully, the what is it? The 1099 form. The law changed back to what it was, at least for Connecticut, where it's no longer $600. It's actually up to $20,000 and like 200 transactions. There's some 94 Bowman. You got the McGuire. You got the Sosa. Limited edition. Andre Dawson. Tom Seaver. A little callback to Don West. I don't know if there's probably about 600 cards here. Is that Jim Thome? Mo Vaughn, Andy Pettit, Mr. Met. This is probably, this is one of those baseball cards magazine insert cards. Topps Heritage cards before there was Topps Heritage. They used to put these in those magazines from Krause Publications. Came out every month called Baseball Cards Magazine. You get like they call them replica cards. These are really beat up vintage, or sort of vintage. It's got writing on it there, 73. Mark McGuire, Carlos Beltran, Soriano. Okay, let me get some more of these out of here. Ryan Taylor, what could have been? This is not a rookie card, I believe. I think he has 82. I have some unopened stuff still. Been debating, going back and forth, if I should open up that box of 2002 Donruss Originals. It's a hobby box, and there are some cards in there that are kind of expensive, especially the what if rated rookie cards. Like Ricky Henderson, for example, has one in there. I have a couple myself that I bought on eBay. I have like a Don Mattingly one and a Tony Gwynn one, but it's a box you don't see all that often on eBay. So it's like, do I want to open it and then be disappointed and then have all this extra crap now I got to get rid of, or just sell it outright? And I'm kind of on the fence. I think I probably get it. I think I could probably get like $250 for it, based on what they sell for on eBay. And then I have some Hoops basketball from 1990 that I probably want to open, just to get the Jordan cards out of there. I bought I think 4 boxes of Hoops. I believe it was 289 89 Hoops and Series 2, and then 90 Hoops. Series 2 is the one that has the less expensive David Robinson rookie in it, where he's actually in the uniform for San Antonio. This is 1990 Hoops. I think I just put this in here in case my son likes, these cool sparkly cards. This Reggie Jackson card for the Clippers. Some of these I can't even read. Boomer Esiason. Joe Namath. Nice LT. Mike Singletary. So, going back to what I was saying about selling some of my lower end stuff, I have for example, I have a Mike Singletary rookie card from 83 Tops. It's just, I think I had this thing where I was buying key rookies of the 80s or something for football. I go on my little tangents, and that was one of them. Like guys like him, Howie Long, but I'm like, do I really need these cards? Phil Simms rookie is another one from 1980. These are cool. Bowman, 94 Bowman. How about this guy, Drake May? Patriots are good again. I wonder if it's a one-year wonder, or if this guy really is legit. Good for him. It's a base rookie from Score. It's probably worth a couple of bucks. I never liked these studio cards. They're really just basically pictures. Here's a George Kittle, numbered something like a refractor type of card from Score. Cena, Keith Hernandez. Not a Hall of Famer, but I consider him to be a fan favorite. These are basically worthless. Edgar Martinez, Andy Van Slyke, another one like Keith Hernandez. Nice Ricky Henderson card. Some of these, if I really wanted to go through the trouble, like this in a PSA 10 is probably pretty decent. But the way PSA is these days, I always don't want to send. I'm not inclined to send anything out there. There are cards I would like to get graded at some point, but I just don't know anymore if it's worth it. All right, this is the last grouping here, and we'll call it a video. A couple of Ozzie Smiths, 1980 Tops. Tom Seaver, Eddie Murray, George Brett, William McCovey, another McReynolds rookie. Looks like he's talking to Chris Berman at ESPN, maybe. I don't know. Another Andy Van Slyke, some 90 Skybox. These were cool. These are cheap cards, too. These Domino's Upper Deck Quarterback Challenge cards from 1990, I believe. Gary Carter, Jack Morris, Willie Randolph, Bryce Young, and then Bijan Robinson, Ryan Sandberg, and Eric Davis opening day. So this is the first attempt at kind of getting stuff situated with the collection. I think probably once I finish all this, then I need to go through and separate them out by sport and then kind of store them that way. And then, like I said, who knows what'll happen. I'll just kind of like put them away, and if my son comes back around to the sports cards, then wonderful. Then I can have a good way to get rid of these, or maybe I just sell them, a big box and put a couple $100 price tag on this. I don't know what they'd be worth. I mean, it's not. Certainly, there's a lot of compelling things in here. So more to come on this front. I will have more cards to show as I'm going through this. But for now, that'll do it. Thanks for watching. I will talk to you later.